Alright, I think we're up and running. Stream should be active. Yes, okay. Stream number 2, guys. Give me just a minute. I will turn on music. I'll put on my stream. I need to get chat up. Everything's gonna be great. If you're here for the... it's going through my freaking... Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeti. And I need to turn this down so you guys don't have it blasting in your ear. I just saw that. Okay. Is that good? How's that? Give me just a minute. I am so sorry. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah? Okay. So, alright. Anybody watching the VOD, we just have about a 2-hour stream here, and then I've got to do other stuff. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I've been here setting stuff up for a while now, and there's now a lot of these guys, so let's just try and get past them. Okay. Oh. Today, our only goal is to get to the Dwarven Mines. We've been trying for the past little bit to, actually, I need to make sure that my mic is on. Should be. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. We've been trying for the past little bit to get the Bazaar, and then I realized that I don't need it. Not if I actually, like, just go through the grinding process myself, right? Because then I can get to the Dwarven Mines, where I can grind those, like, what are they called? Ice Walkers? And those Ice Walkers will help me get the combat XP I need to get into the dungeons. Because this time around, on this account, I'm wanting to get to the dungeons. I've never gotten into them. I want to get, actually, like, the packs that people install, all that stuff. I want to learn and figure that stuff out. But first, gotta get that combat level, and I'm not going to do that through zombies, because that sounds like an actual torture. Alright. Make our way through here. The question really is, why do I have mining? I messed up the song. Alright, so, there are a couple of, ores that we're gonna go through, right? Because we need to gain, basically, for the lapis, we need to gain 2 more levels for the lapis, and we'll just keep on doing that. We'll grab as much of the lapis as possible, okay? And we'll turn to the lapis that we got, leveling up the lapis to get the enchanted lapis, okay? That's actually hard to explain. Basically, we're leveling up the lapis and turning it all into enchanted lapis so we can get the Dwarven Mines. Bam. We got it. Not too shabby. Keep on doing this. Shouldn't be too bad. Especially since I'm not having to fight with a bunch of people for all this lapis. Never mind, buddy. I see you. I'm stealing all your lapis. Don't mess with me. Man. I'm so, like, slow at this. I feel like, is this pickaxe faster? It is, a little bit. Skyblock level 3? Frick yeah. I feel like it took me forever to get, like, every level, and then I'm gonna go into this stream not even looking for it and gain, like, 7. Alright. Let's go to these back areas. It seems like there's gonna be a lot of lapis back here. Come on, buddy. Yeah, there we go. If I'm right, I think you only need about 3 things for the lapis. I mean, not the lapis, the Dwarven Mines. So you need 3 sets of 10 enchanted stuff. You earn 180 event XP from playing Skyblock. I don't know what event XP is. What is that? Is that helpful in any way? Can I click on it? Maybe it'll tell me. Event XP. Nope. It's not gonna tell me anything about it. That's really fun. Okay, we got level 3. That's not bad. Get in through here. We're pretty close to the other one. Okay, we're gonna have to store this in our chest.
President, put this
Right?
on. Open the door.
Boom.
My fellow Americans.
That is
God
perfect.
bless you and good luck.
Okay.
What drew me to Paradise is first and foremost the show's creator,
Dang.
Fogelman.
A lot more
He
people
said he
coming
wrote
in,
something,
trying to
I
get the
took a look
lapis
at
now.
it, and I said, when do we start?
The president tells me you have children.
That's correct.
You're gonna want to hear this.
What drew me to the role is the fact that it wasn't your typical portrayal of a president. You never seen.
Oh, this is an
You
ad.
have to remedy that.
Yes.
I kind of want to.
What I love about Sinatra, she is so
Okay. Kind of want to buy YouTube Premium just so that I don't actually have to get those ads. But, I mean, it'll be fine. Yeah, so I usually would do like some like kind of early morning streams, right? Only problem is tomorrow is my prom, so I'm actually not gonna be able to stream tomorrow. So I thought I'd get in here and try and get a stream today, so I keep up that 3 streams a week going. I'm not sure how well these late night streams are gonna go. It'll be fine though. It's not gonna be too bad anyway. What is bro doing over there? Bro is actually the slowest zombie I've ever met. Okay. All of these guys are. Some of these lapis zombies don't even have armor. I don't know what that's about. Okay. I think we're pretty close to getting the other level for this, because I feel like we just got a lot around this loop. This loop is actually really nice. Hopefully we can get a stream on Sunday, and then a stream on Monday. The stream on Sunday won't be a Skyblock thing. I really like Hypixel Skyblock, but I do want to kind of do a variety of things on Minecraft, not just Hypixel Skyblock. So yeah, I'll be doing probably either modded Minecraft or showing you guys the SMP me my friends have. That one would be kind of cool to do, but I also don't know how interesting it would be to watch me kind of try and get the materials for a building or restocking my shop. We'll see. We'll see. Whatever I think is fun in the moment, that's what we'll do. I'm trying not to overcomplicate things, you know? Okay. Here we go. Lapis, lapis, lapis. Getting in there. Getting all this cleared out. We have got to almost have all the lapis for this done. Right? I have to almost have all of it. I'm gonna check. Collections, farming, lapis. Yes, we're about like 140 away. So that's about 2 stacks away. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. We can get this done here in like 2 seconds. Honestly, if everything else goes like this, we'll be out of here before like... we'll be in the Dwarven Mines before this stream is over. I was expecting it to be like a multi-stream thing, right? I get here and then I've gotta go try and get stuff. But honestly, if I would have just like focused last stream on doing this, I think I would have been in the Dwarven Mine and getting the combat levels this stream. Okay, 700. I don't know what the event XP does. Can we just like transfer that into Skyblock XP so I can like? I can do this, you know? Okay. We're going to go up to the gunpowder mines and then go out of here in order to craft all this. I mean, why would it be? If I die, I die. Alright. Bam. 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 Okay. Now we grab all of the stuff from storage, and we're going to turn that into the enchanted stuff as well. We'll see how much we can make. Looks like we'll be able to get it for sure. It doesn't even look like it's a question, dude. Oh, that's perfect. That is awesome. Okay, let's take the rest of it out, just so that we can either throw it on the ground or turn it into the one stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, alright. We did pretty well here. Storage, 1, and then we're gonna boop, boop. Okay. Next up is redstone. We're gonna get as much redstone as we can. Alright. I don't think that doing the redstone over here is gonna be very helpful. So we're gonna go down into this kind of area. There's a big open section right down this hallway. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Right over here. Where we can probably grind a decent bit of it. Probably not enough to get it fast, but we can probably clear this thing out a couple times and be golden. I don't like the sound of those slimes down there, though. That does not sound fun. Especially when I have no armor. The no armor, it's fine. It's fine. Again, once we get to the dungeons, we'll start trying to figure out what we need to get. I think we got like 100,000 coins last time, and then I lost it all when I died here. I forgot to put all of it in the bank. So I think I have like maybe 25,000. I'm not sure. I can't remember. We'll make our way though. We'll make our way. All we gotta do for now is not go towards those slimes, because I cannot defend myself. Not at all right now. Maybe for these late night streams, I should get like a friend on. Maybe I should go get like Psy or someone. That could be kind of chill too. Especially since my friend Psy, for anybody who doesn't know, he's never played Skyblock before. So maybe kind of walking him through it would be kind of fun too. I don't know. We might do that next stream or the stream after. Because I definitely want to try and do that one of these times. Because maybe getting him interested could be fun. If we do get Psy into it, maybe a trio of Psy, me, and Mafia. Man, I'm naming names and you guys have no idea who these people are. I do think that's kind of funny. But that's what the point of the stream is. You guys get to know new people, okay? I'll put you guys out there. You guys can't stop me. Alright. How close are we with this freaking redstone? I forgot how much I kind of like hated the redstone grind. Okay. So that's 750. Okay, we're decently close. It's not bad. It is slowly draining my it is slowly draining my soul. I'm gonna tell you that though. I do not like this freaking redstone. Frick. Right. Keep on getting all this redstone out of here. One of these times, maybe, just maybe, we'll get all the way to where we need. Wait a minute. I'm betting I know who's watching right now. It's alright. It's alright. Okay. Does anybody in chat know what the freaking event XP is actually used for? Because I know there's the Skyblock XP, it gets you to like different shops, different stuff. But the event XP, I have absolutely no clue why you would need that, or want that at all. Level 3, halfway there. Just gotta do that one more time, and we'll be at level before we'll be able to move on. Well, actually, we'll be close to moving on. We still have to get probably 100 more redstone so that we can actually make the 10. Because you need 10 of the enchanted stuff. And the enchanted stuff is 160, so 160 times 10, 1,600. Okay, there we go. Lag. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's up with the lag here, but... Buddy? I'm gonna... So Z doesn't turn up the effects. That's kind of weird. Yeah, there's mining fatigue. I don't know what the mining fatigue is for, but I feel like that might be a factor here. Is there Oh. Man, well, I just want it to be...
Taxes.
I just want it to kind of work here for a second. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Okay. Inventory full. It's a good sign. We keep on filling up our inventory like this, we can actually decent bit of these enchanted stuff. I don't know, is it just right under me? Is that why I hear them so well? Because it seems like it's like behind one of these walls, I'm telling you. Frick. My parkour is not great, not gonna lie to you guys. I might try and get into a VC. I'm not really getting that much energy from chat today. Give me a second. I'll go to Aquarium VC and just see who pops in. How about that, guys? Because I need a little bit of someone to talk to here. Alright. You guys don't know what Aquarium VC is either. It's just the name of a VC in my server. So, yeah. We're just hopping in a VC and seeing who joins. No one does, it's totally fine. It's 8 at night. I'm not expecting people to be on. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's not that it's so late, it's that it's so early. Half the people in this freaking server don't have, like, a good sleep schedule. They get on at, like, 12 a.m. and don't sleep till 6. It is bad. Honestly, we're about to level up our freaking mining again. I do think it'd be fun to get you guys interested in the one SMP. I think that'd be sick. I don't think it's possible, though. Not without, like, videos on it. And it's too late to make a solid video on that stuff. Did I not open? Okay, I did pick that up. There we go. I could probably see if Sai wants to. I mean, this stream is supposed to be a lot of, like, progress. We could switch it up. No, I don't want to switch it up because then I have to find another thumbnail. Okay? So, when I'm making these streams, I like to make, like, legitimate thumbnails for them. I just think it's more fun. And if I switch to the one where I teach my friend how to play Skyblock, I've got to make another thumbnail, or I just, like, have it not match, which kind of bugs me even more than making another thumbnail. It's fine. We'll save that stream for later, and just wait for people to get in VC. You know? Yeah, I want to check the collection here, because I am getting tired of the redstone. Oh my gosh. We're so close. Just a little bit more. What's it, 150? Redstone 4, and then again, I don't believe we'll have enough, but we might as well check now before we get too invested in other things. Okay. Okay, all we need is 2 more. Let's see if we have enough. Again, I don't think we do, but we will see. Nope. I think I was right. We need about a stack and a half. So let's just keep going for like another little bit. Then we're gonna be gone. Honestly, not too shabby. Not gonna lie. Are you able to do like legitimate redstone and Hypixel Skyblock? I haven't seen that in anyone's build, so it makes me think no. But we'll see. We'll see. It is kind of cool seeing the people from the old channel joining and leaving, but it also kind of sucks just a little bit. Okay. Just get all this redstone out of here. Right. Get on through here, dude. Here. Okay, I think we have plenty. Yeah, there we go. That's plenty. Now we can move on by putting this into the storage and then throwing all the redstone out of my inventory. Okay. So, we could either do... Now it's less, like, obvious. We can either do diamonds or emeralds. I think those are the last 2 spots that we can actually go to. And if I'm gonna be honest, it might be smart to do emeralds, because I don't know. So yeah, you get 1 per. I actually don't think it's smart to do emeralds, because with emeralds, you have like all of this space, like area, right? So it's great, but the problem with emeralds is more about the fact that diamonds has a way better spot, with a lot of diamonds and no slimes to speak of, like at all. As long as I can get back to this area, I need to go back. I'm just gonna die and then like get back that way, I feel like, because I'm not getting around all these slimes. They all kind of keep on finding their way around me. I think, yeah, there we go. So if I can just get past you, bud, and then get past all these freaking diamond guys, I'll be fine. Okay. I think it's from the way down here, and then to the diamond sanctuary. Like, not the obsidian sanctuary. So the diamond reserve to the obsidian sanctuary. Obsidian sanctuary, I think, is where we need to be going. But I don't really remember where that is, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's this way, maybe. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Frick. You know, that's why we don't take our money into the cave, you know? I also did see a bunch of people in that area, which means I either want to switch or just tough it out, because it's going to be the same with everything. Okay, diamond reserve. We're going to go to the left, because I think that's where it is. So just straight to the left, and go forward. Alright, how many of you guys are just down in this area? Because I feel like... What? You should not be able to see me from there, right? Like, I feel like... Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. I'm not doing bad, like diamond-wise. So usually it's not nearly this bad, but the thing up there that that skeleton is kind of making it worse. I do like the so with this like pack, it adds like glowing ores and stuff. Diamonds 1, heck yeah. We're getting there. It might actually be really tough. We're gonna be here for a second. Because these diamonds, we're not just gonna be getting diamond 1, we're gonna be getting diamond like actually we can check. We have to get about 16,000 diamonds before we can stop mining. So we are gonna get we're gonna be like basically halfway to diamond 5. So it's not that far. It's not that much farther, honestly. We're gonna get there, we're gonna basically be done. Not bad at all. We're just gonna hope this guy doesn't see me. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, we're golden. We're fine. I do also like that these guys freaking, they like kind of cleared out. I was really worried about having to share this spot with people. I am. I'm still gonna. It's a pretty popular spot. I feel like it's gotten more popular over the past little bit, but it's fine. I can share. It's not that big a deal. Diamond 2. We're already getting there, bud. Not bad at all. Okay. It's gonna be 3 and 4 that suck balls. Ah, frick. I don't know, maybe... If we want to play with someone today, I think the bet to go with is Mafia. And then we do an entire stream for teaching Sai how to play. Whoa. Did you guys see the little bits over here? Or is that just only on my screen? That's freaky. Hope that doesn't mean that my computer's gonna fry. If my computer fries, I'm gonna cries. That's what I say. Here. I'll DM someone. Yo, wanna play Hypixel? I'm streaming it on that new account. Okay. Okay. We'll just do Mafia. We'll do Mafia for now, and I'll get Nemo if nothing happens soon. Okay. Not too shabby, dude. I feel like we're making, like, serious, good progress. Again, if I just knew this, like, was that good last stream, I could have had this done already, right? Actually, you know what? Monday could be the day that we do it with Sai, right? It's not bad. It is, right here. Can I get that again going? Because I feel like it's the same spot on the screen, and I don't like that. I feel like that means that something's happening with my computer. It's also only when I'm looking this direction, though. So, like, I don't know if that's my computer or the server.
We see you getting after your fitness goals.
What
But
in
what
the
about those
world
money
is
goals?
the event XP?
You can
I
count
don't
on
get it.
Credit Karma for a clear
Bro,
view of your
what the heck,
finances and your
buddy?
progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off.
Something I
those
do really
financial
hate
personal
is
bests
these
and
rare
find your way
forged
to money.
things. Because they make you think
Progress
that you
never
got something
felt so
good, and
good.
it's really just awful.
Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Download the app today.
Is it gonna kill itself, please? Bam. Okay. Alright, Portal to Deep Caverns isn't bad either. You can craft that, buddy. Oh, and we got 10k. That's not bad. I don't know why I just saw that, but it's alright. I think that means we are at 500, so we just gotta do that about 3 more times to get to where we need. Again, I think that this is better than the Emerald. I can't really know for sure. Okay. Diamonds. Perfect. Perfection. So I don't think that this thumbnail was nearly as good as the last one. There it is again! Dude, I think it is not my computer. Because I think I'm looking at the same general area each time it bugs out like that. I think that's a, it's either a shader pack bug or something. But it is, I don't think it's my computer. Yeah, I don't think it's my computer breaking out. I think that's legitimately just a bug with the game right now. I'll keep lying to myself. I'm telling you that every time I see it. Man, how much are we at? I need to just check. After all of that, we just have, we have to do that 4 more times. All of that we just did 4 more times. Oh my gosh, I can't. What is with this, dude? What the frick? Here we go. Ooh. Hello?
Hey.
Oh, I'm on a stream, by the way.
Oh! I thought you were just in here to be in here.
Well, I'm in here to be in here, and just in case anybody wants to show up. I'm not really getting anyone in the chat, so, I decided to go in here because I wanted to have at least a little bit of energy if someone does come in, you know? It's kind of really off-putting if people come in chat and I'm like, yeah, What have you been up to?
Oh, what's up? I've just been playing Roblox. Not Roblox. Yeah, Roblox.
Heck yeah, dude. Were you the person in my chat earlier?
No, I'm just now opening it.
Oh, I was like 100% sure because they were like just chilling there, and I remember what you said. You were like, I'll just look at it and then like I'll leave. I was like that.
How are you like out of the why are there so many diamonds and what is this?
So this is something called Hypixel Skyblock. Okay, it's like an RPG in Minecraft. It basically is so right now I'm trying to get all of these diamonds so that I can unlock this enchanted diamond thing. When I get these enchanted diamonds, I now have 3 of these pairs so that I can get to something called the Dwarven Mines. And the Dwarven Mines help me get to these like monsters called Ice Walkers. And the Ice Walkers get a lot of XP and they don't require a high combat level, but they get you to higher combat levels really fast. So I'm gonna start grinding those Ice Walkers when I get there so I can get to the dungeons. And the dungeons get you a lot of loot. So that's my entire goal right now. Did you catch that? Did you catch that?
Not really.
No? Frick. Okay, well, basically what I said was... I'm joking. I'm joking. I swear. I wouldn't do that to you. Alright.
That looks fun, I guess.
It's not fun right now. Right now, it's just grindy stuff, so you can, like, start getting to things that are fun, which is more grindy stuff.
Full of diamonds.
There's like a lot of like diamonds everywhere, but I don't want to go too far that way because then there's monsters, or that way because then there's monsters. So I'm stuck in this like little area.
Yeah.
What Roblox game were you playing?
Sorry, I have to take a second for it to load because I'm watching your stream, and for me, it doesn't load as fast as you.
I mean, yeah, there's some delay because
It's got like 2-second thing, you know?
yeah, it's not Bungie. It's not like it's just a delay. It's not laggy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Stream looks.
I'm trying.
There's only like a tad bit of fuzz,
a fuzz.
which isn't really fuzz. It's just like, you know.
Yeah. I do want to try and get the stream to be high quality, but there's only so much I can do. So I think I've done that so far. I'm thinking about trying to get Psy into this, but Psy has like I feel like it's actually like a character trait that he just likes the like if there is a game, you stick to what it is and not what like you don't add anything to it.
Now at Verizon, we have
Like,
some big news.
I think
That
it's-
makes me so mad, except for Minecraft because of his mod thing. But
Well, he does no, he does the mod thing, but he tries to adhere to what Minecraft is in his eyes. So he'll do like a lot of stuff, which like I get, but like for example, he wouldn't do. Actually, he did do Deceased Craft. He was down. He might be down for it actually. I'm gonna try and talk to him and try and get him to play this because I think it'd be kind of fun to have some people, but it is very grindy. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a Psy game necessarily. What is it?
whoa, diamonds!
Dude! Whoa, is that Angel Solar Star in chat? Dude. Can
Whoa,
I have your
diamonds!
Can I have your autograph? Is that a possibility?
Of course, of course.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Wait, are you the one? Are
Hello.
you the real Solar Star in chat as well?
Huh?
I don't know. Anyway, I gotta talk to chat now. Solar Star, do you know what the freaking event XP is for? Trying to figure out what it was for the past little bit. I've got absolutely no clue. Okay. Thank you, thank you.
No habla inglés.
I saw your comment. I saw it. Don't worry, bud.
No habla inglés.
No habla inglés. Perfect. Well, anyway.
I actually don't know if I spelled that right.
Oh. Boom, boom, boom.
¿Tú hablas español?
No.
No habla español.
Sí.
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 Español?
No.
Oh, who joined?
Sai. I was just talking about this. Sai, I've got a question.
Yo. What's the question?
So the Hypixel Skyblock thing, do you know what it is?
I know it's like a Minecraft server of some kind. I know it's a really big one.
So Hypixel is the server that it's in, and then there's a game inside of Hypixel called Hypixel Skyblock.
Skyblock.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that it's more like an RPG. Like you're going. I mean I think I'm using that right, because you're basically going in and you're kind of like grinding levels and getting better gear and doing a lot of that stuff. But it's in like a sky island environment. Yeah. It's pretty fun. I like it a lot. Would you want to play it with me? Maybe like Monday in a stream?
Monday. I thought someone told me there was something happening next week, but I can't remember what day.
I was gonna break into your house.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I'll have to get back to you on that because I can't remember.
That's chill. If there's nothing happening, tell me.
What
And
was
if
going on.
if there is, then I can just switch to a different topic, you know? It'll be alright.
Sai, come watch the stream and look at all these diamonds.
Yo, Sai, it got up to, I think it's almost at 1K view now, it's the short. But there is there's no crossover between shorts views and like video views. That's what I realized. If you like, you get 1,000 views on the short and have like it linked to the regular video that you got it from, not a single person clicked through. I think I have like engagement, but I don't have like the type of. Okay, so my viewers watch the majority of the video, but they don't like click through to it, right? They don't like as much. They don't do a lot of that stuff. So I'm a bit confused on how to get it like that, because you'll find like 3,000 view videos with like 100, 200 likes, right?
Mhm.
Where my video, so that's like probably 1 like every 30 views, right? Mine was like 1,000 got 20 likes, so I don't know the math on that. Give me a second. I can figure out the math. So I don't stop. It's okay. I can get the math.
I'm not.
Stop.
I'm not stopping you.
Sigh. Listen, I can do it. Just give me like 10 seconds. I think it's like 50. I think it's 1 every 50 views, which isn't great. Plus, there's no click through or subscribe. I did get a subscriber from it. I don't know.
That is nice.
We'll see. I think that shorts are nice, but I might need to figure out how to get the engagement up with them. You know?
Yeah. I get that.
I think it's funny because I just now watched your short, okay?
Yeah.
And the subtitles are automatically on for me.
Yeah.
And whenever you say frick, it says brick.
Brick.
It's so funny.
I might want to make that a bit, actually. Just instead of saying frick, you just say brick.
Yeah. Brick. Bricked up.
Whoa!
Bryce, like, don't say that on your stream.
Whoa.
That'd be bad.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, hey, Bryce, I was playing the mod pack, by myself.
The deceased craft?
I thought you
Well,
picked
not the
mods.
Siege Craft, sorry. The other one. The casual one.
You almost made
Like
me
the-
so happy, Sai. You almost made me so happy.
I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with it. But,
I really think, because the only thing that me and Angel did differently was that we installed the pack itself. I know you don't think that's how that it works, but I really think that is the only thing that we did differently than you. Like we installed it
file-wise?
We installed the pack.
Installed the file.
No, I'm saying we looked up the pack Deceased Craft and installed it from there, and then just added essentials onto it. That is the only thing we did differently from you, and it's working for us. I don't think that there's anything else that we did. Like I think.
Well, let me get that installed since I'm not really streaming right now. I can just do that really quick since we're just kind of sitting here.
I mean, I'm gonna be doing ADC. I mean, unless we have something on Sunday, we might have something on Sunday, but I'm gonna be doing a 2-hour stream on Sunday of Deceased Craft, and we can play that on stream together if you want.
Alright. I bet we could do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
also.
So.
Go ahead.
So you're able to play mods, it just wasn't the deceased one?
So. Oh.
The deceased one was very bugged for whatever reason. I wasn't able to log in. The original issue was that mod packs weren't loading, and then we downgraded, and then I can't remember what the issue was then.
Okay, so here's what kind of happened.
Oh wait, no, right. It was that the fact that I wasn't actually spawning in a city, and I couldn't join you, but you could join me, but it wasn't spawning in the correct locations.
So here's what I think happened, right, Angel? At the start, he downloaded the file, right? The file I sent him, and then updated all of the ones that it said needed updating. But the pack itself had them at those stages because that is when they worked together. And once you updated them, they didn't work in one single, like, Forge update, right? So you can't update the files. That is the thing that stopped at first. Then we figured out that while I sent him all the mods inside of, like, that folder, there was a big problem with, like, compatibility because I don't think that all the mods inside the folder was all. I think the pack itself had additional stuff to it. Because if you look at, like, the buildings in the mod pack,
Your inventory is full.
I know. If you look at, like, the buildings inside of the mod pack, there's, like, stuff from every single mod they have in it. I think a lot of it is, like, mod pack only features. Like, it will only happen once you have all of the mods installed and play through that mod pack. I think the only way to actually get the mod itself is by installing it through that mod pack. Or doing it a different way than we did.
So, I'll just say right now, if it was just the updating, like, I thought you guys, like, tried actually reinstalling and not updating it.
Yeah,
I could have just told you what would have happened. Like, because if you update, like, there's one of the mods, if you update that, it's like the Lost Cities or something. It won't teleport you to a city. It doesn't work if you update it. You could have just...
No, we didn't update it. We uninstalled and reinstalled it, right? Right, Sai?
One second.
Thank
you so much. No, I don't need a spoon. I just dip. Thank you. Thank you. My grandma just brought me some grilled cheese.
Ooh, heck yeah. Yeah, no, we uninstalled we uninstalled the entire pack and then reinstalled it without updating. That part we understood. The thing that I'm saying happened was that how do I explain this? I think that when I sent him the mod pack, it didn't send him the stuff for the actual mod pack. It only installed the mods that were needed in order to play that mod pack. I don't know if that made sense at all. I don't think it will, because I don't really know how to explain it. I just don't think he got everything. That is the part we know. Not all of the mods were being used when he was playing. We know that for sure.
Hey Bryce, you're gonna get pinged in my Discord. Ignore it. It's just kind of more of an announcement thing. I can talk to you about it and just
okay.
Just a bit. But you don't need to look at it. It's not actually important.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Sai.
Is it okay to say your actual name when you're streaming?
I used to care a lot, and now I don't really care that much. If people find me, then I get to meet a fan.
That's valid.
What if they're not?
Not really, Sai.
What if they're not a fan and they're a hater?
Not really. If they find okay, what's up, Sai?
No, you finish your thought.
No, at first I was like really big on it. Anyway, my point was like, if they find me, they were stalking me to find me.
Like Nemo and all those other people.
Yeah, Nemo found me. I said my name on stream once, and Nemo arrived at my house the next day. What do you say, Sai?
Me personally, I could honestly care less if my viewers know my name, even if it's my real one or not.
Yeah.
Because in the end, there's like 8 billion people in the world. I don't think anyone's ever gonna track me down, and even if they do, I live in the golden America.
Exactly.
If they cause a problem, I could just shoot them.
Okay.
Oh.
That's what we talk about. That's what the states are for, okay? We solve problems with violence. How life
Solve
should
problems
be.
by nuking Japan again.
This is how life should be. Violence is the only answer.
Dude, did I tell you about the build I made in Destiny?
No. What's up with that build?
Okay, so I discovered an exotic
Mhm.
called Sunbracers.
Okay.
Basically, how it works is that every time I get a melee kill, 1 second.
Alright, I'm gonna head to bed.
All right.
Good night, buddies.
My angel.
All right, I'm back. Oh,
night.
bye, Angel. Farewell. But the Sunbracers exotic, basically, anytime I get any kill with a melee, I get unlimited grenades for about 5 seconds. That 5 seconds allows me to fling out about 4 grenades.
4 grenades? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I equipped So I have one aspect that makes certain grenades better. I equipped one of those certain grenades, and it's just basically a fireball that just kind of sits there and burns things around it.
Yeah.
The other one
Okay.
is... Wait, shoot. Sorry.
You got it. You got it.
The other one allows me to spawn in a solar mortar,
Solar mortar.
which does virtually the same thing as my grenade, except it lobs them every time I
So
cast my class
your
ability,
entire
so-
class is just explosions. This is like a what is
No,
the,
no, it doesn't
thing?
explode, it burns.
Oh,
So,
arsonist.
yeah, pretty much. So, it gets even crazier. So, realizing this, that I could throw about 4 grenades out, I equipped 3 more things that pushed it over that this should not be legal build kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The first thing was I equipped the super Song of Flame. It's basically I throw out a melee and throw grenades infinitely. Like, I'm able to do this for about, like, let's say 20 seconds. Because I don't know the exact time frame.
Yeah.
I just get infinite rechargeability for those. Now, there's another part of this. As soon as the super ends, it gives me just enough time. Like, it gives me a little bit of leeway and refunds me a melee and a grenade. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
It gets deeper.
Okay.
I equipped an assault rifle that has incandescent. Incandescent makes enemies explode if I hit a precision hit and
Yeah.
spreads scorch to nearby enemies.
You really are
Everything's
just
scorching.
you are just making an arsonist. I hope you know that. Like
Yes,
he's gonna
I know. I've
burn the
already made
world
this and
down.
I've been using it. I made it even deeper.
So is this called
My heavy
okay.
My heavy weapon is a rocket launcher. It doesn't explode, it just applies scorch stacks. So,
Okay.
and this is where things get even crazier. With every scorch stack is about 10. So, if you get 100 scorch stacks, the enemy does this thing called ignites.
Ignites, okay.
It just explodes.
Finally got an explosion.
So,
Okay.
and then we go into armor mods. So, like, the melee gives me grenades, right?
Yeah.
I basically inverted that as well with armor mods. So, every grenade kill will give me melee energy.
Okay.
If I place my grenades in the right spot, I can get my melee fully back. So, if I do it right, I can. So this is the order that it would go in.
Mm.
I would perform a melee on a small enemy that's able to be one shot by the melee.
Yeah.
It dies. I throw 4 grenades on a boss. I cast my well, which spawns in my Hellion, which gives Scorch stacks. I pop my super, which gives Scorch stacks. I hit my rocket launcher, and because of the super buff, it gives even more Scorch stacks. Igniting it over and over and over again until the super ends. I hunt down another small enemy, hit it with another melee, and throw 4 more grenades at the boss. That is the full damage phase.
Oh my gosh. That is wild.
And on top of that, any solar weapon kill, or even ability kill, gives me an Orb of Power. Orb of Power refunds both melee and my super. So, hypothetically, judging by how long it takes to set up another damage phase, by the time there's a second one, I could do it all over again.
Is this a class you came up with yourself, or is this like something that...
Yeah.
That's wild.
This is one I built together myself.
That is awesome, actually. How long did it take?
20 minutes. I found I got a sun bracers roll, and I was just like, I'm actually curious how this thing works. So I took it into the Cosmodrome, and I got a melee kill, and then realized it gave a lot more grenades, and it was like, oh.
You know how you're playing...
I might want to build this.
You know how you're playing Destiny right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was playing my D&D character, Pyro.
Mm.
I was just trying... this is literally me. Like, I would go... Arrow would bring something up, right? And then I would think about it. I would think about it really hard, and I'd be like, does this mean I could do this? And he always liked making it where you could, like, kind of, like, play around with the stuff he said. So he'd usually say yes, unless he found, like, an error in, like, the logic. And eventually I was kind of like, yeah, so if I do this, by technicality, I make a clap so loud that it would kill anybody in this radius. So, lots of damage, please?
What's up with the stone brick? I just saw that in the corner. What's up with that?
Where?
Behind that little lip, next to the lava. Hold on. To your behind left.
Left.
Sorry. Oh, hold. I keep forgetting. I'm very delayed.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah. So like up next to the
Right.
lava, up there in that little crevice in between the 2 walls.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait for you to catch up.
And then. Yep. Okay. So now you're in there. Okay. So you see the stone brick to the left of the egg?
Yeah.
Looking thing?
The colorful
Yeah,
egg
what's
looking
that?
thing. So these just kind of symbolize that you're next to this block. This is a fairy soul, okay? In fairy souls, you collect them, and then you can turn them in for, like, stat boosts. And basically, they're hidden all around the map. You go around and you collect them, and then once you have all of them, it's a significant stat boost from when you had none of the fairy souls, right? A lot of people go on like they'll get like a little bit of progress, and then they would just go on like these 4-hour sessions where they follow along with a video to grab every fairy soul there was. Like it's a very grindy game, but you don't have to be grindy. Those are just the tryhards. This is me grinding for 2 hours. I think I probably could have been at this point already if I hadn't been stupid last stream.
I feel that though.
Yeah.
So, funny story is like the really grindy people who like to watch the tutorials on how to get everything. I
Yeah.
only do that for like collectibles or something that I'm completely lost on in Destiny.
Yeah.
Like everything else, I don't like to do. Like I've seen, like I keep getting recommended these like Destiny build things. Like this build makes you immune to all damage as a hunter. This build gives you infinite super, and like I don't care. Like I still watch it to like get an idea for what they're talking
That's
about.
the same thing I did for like the farms on the SMP or like Redstone. If I can figure it out by myself, that makes it so much better. I don't care how bad it is.
You don't care how horrid it looks in the end. You're just proud to do it yourself.
Yeah, it's just so much more fun when you do like the problem solving and like having fun like yourself. You aren't getting it from someone else, you know. All right.
So
wait. Sai, I am finally done with this freaking long task. Okay, I get all of these diamonds out. Okay, so basically, at level 4 on this diamond collection. So once you've collected like 1,000 diamonds, you get what's called an enchanted diamond. Okay, that's the combination of I think around 160 diamonds into one singular item. So it's that gives you 2 right there. 5 stacks gives you 2 diamonds, 2 enchanted diamonds. So you go through here, and I get all of those, and we have to get 10 of like this enchanted stuff to be able to go to the dwarven mines, right? So you get 10 of these diamonds plus 10 of 2 other types of resources, 2 enchanted other types of resources. And now I can get into the final destination for your mining experience, which should be around this direction. Excuse me.
That's nice,
guys. I'm just trying to get through here. I'm actually like super excited because this was the entire point of me doing this stream was to get down over here, but I'm gonna die. These guys are really OP down here. Okay. Bam. Dwarven mines. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, I get it. Okay, boom. Boom. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I think you just take
He only took 3.
What was that?
Was he not supposed to? Was he supposed to take 10?
They changed it. Sigh. They changed it.
Oh my word.
I didn't have to do all that work. I could have been done in like I could have been done within like 20 minutes, but this is like I think about like 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes. No, about an hour of work. I went 40 minutes longer than I had to. What the frick, Sai? Why'd you let me do that? Anyway, yeah.
My bad.
This is the this is where I was wanting to go. And what we do with this, actually, frick. Okay, we don't want to be over here. Forget that, Sai. Right now, I want to put all of my stuff, because I got 25,000 coins. I want to put all of that in the bank. Because if I die, I lose half of that. You're a long way from home. Lucky your coins are safe with me. Show them before venturing deep into the depths of the dwarven mines. All right, buddy. Shut up.
Valid.
So we go down here, and there's something called an Ice Walker. These Ice Walkers are one of the best way early game to get combat XP. Because they get one shot with a pickaxe. They don't require like a high combat level to like survive, because they don't see you. They don't lock onto you for a second. And since you can insta-kill them, that gives you a long enough time to get like a couple Ice Walkers before you die. Right? I'll show you here in a second. It is a little bit annoying because you when you die, you go back up to the top there. But if you can get in here and get lucky, you can see that they give you about like 60 XP. Yeah, see? Look at that. I'm already at combat 1. And like I'm going to get to combat 2 here soon. Oh my gosh. That was like instantly. And you can, if they do see you, then you're kind of done. You get one shot. But I get, like, these are really good armor, right? It's really good armor for you. And then there's...
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, the stream is heavily delayed, but I see what you mean now.
Yeah. They are really good for XP. I had no combat experience, and it got me to level 1 already in one shot. So, getting those, I'm going to get up to level 15 fairly quickly. As long as I can get that armor. That armor, that guy got me armor really quick. That's not usual. Usually it takes you for like ever to get one of them to drop you the armor.
So I get that like you work so hard to get something and then they change it, or just it's easier now or something. There was at one point where what exactly was I think I was doing a dungeon that I wasn't necessarily grinding the exotic for, but I was more like, if I get the exotic, that's cool, but I'm mostly doing it for the artifice armor.
Yeah.
So I was going in and I was playing, I can't remember if it was with friends or if it was with randoms, but we go in and we're doing this dungeon.
Oh, frick.
And
dude, why are there so many tryhards in this lobby? You go into trying to get the artifice armor,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and like at that point, I was genuinely curious to know what the exotic was, so I was running the exotic. We finished a dungeon, and first thing that I see when the dungeon finishes, teammate discovered the exotic, and I'm like, what?
oh,
Are you kidding me? And it wasn't even like that was his first time.
Yeah.
Guess how many times I had run this same dungeon?
How many?
About like 11 to maybe 20 times. I had run that dungeon so many times. It's not even funny.
Bro, what the heck? That's actually... Look, no lie side, that is kind of funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, yeah, it's funny.
I'm messing.
I looked into the exotic myself because I didn't want to continue grinding for it to be bad. It's just an arc bow, and I don't ever use bows, so it's not really worth it. However, there is another thing that sorry, my brain is freezing. Why brain break? There's a raid. I forgot about this. There's a raid called the Vault of Glass. Now that's the one. So Vault of Glass came out in Destiny 1 years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
The thing about Vault of Glass is that it had one of the most annoying exotics drop rates, and according to a lot of people, it still does.
Yeah.
So the exotic in there is called Vex Mythoclast. It's basically a fusion rifle, but it acts like an auto rifle and has infinite ammo.
Okay.
So it's fairly solid because it'll do a lot of damage. It's solar based. It does a lot of damage. It's solar based, and it's like an automatic rifle with infinite ammo.
Yeah.
Which is great. So a lot of people want it, and it's an overall great exotic. The issue with it, though, is that since the drop rates were so low, I have seen people that have had a record that don't have the exotic yet. They have done it almost 200 times, like start to finish, 200 times, still hadn't gotten it.
Yeah.
And that's not even just a few people, that's like, well, I've seen a few people myself. I've never done Vault of Glass, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Dude, the shaders, when you load up and the chunks haven't loaded and there's just the sun in your eyes.
Oh.
It's so bad.
Yep.
It is kind of fun, though.
Love that.
I don't know. The shaders make it a lot nicer to stream, though. Because everything looks so much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I am thinking of making, like, an ultimate pack for, like, Skyblock, where, like, you have, like, everything looks really nice, all of the textures, because there are custom textures for this Skyblock, right? And then there's, like, custom mod packs, like, there's, like, Bad Lion Client, and it'll, like, help you with, like stuff specifically for this. Like, there is a big community who actually love this game.
I don't doubt it. RPG-style games are great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a lot of them can be.
I don't know. I've never, like, played this type of game with you, so I don't know if you'd like it. I don't really know, like, your style with this stuff, but I like it a lot, so.
I mean, I'm not completely opposed to the idea, but I think my biggest issue is that I have a very hard time understanding what's actually happening, like how to actually progress.
Yes.
Because in Destiny, it's fairly straightforward. Like, it's a little bit confusing, but once you learn the basic, just everything else falls into place.
Oh, no, this is, this has, like, a lot of stuff you can do, and people are very opinionated about, like, what's worth it and what's not. Just like in D&D, actually. D&D has if you ever watch, like, a D&D video, they always are so opinionated. It's actually kind of I used to hate it. Now I kind of think it's funny. I always think it's really funny because they're like ready to fight someone over their like weird and niche
absolutely.
claims.
A lot of people in Destiny are very hellbent on certain things being good and certain things being bad. Like for example, a new word. Final Shape was a DLC called Lightfall was very iffy. Like the DLC itself was all right, in my opinion. It could have been way worse.
Yeah.
It could have been way worse, but it still wasn't great. But everyone is like memeing on it and saying like it's the worst DLC ever to cross Destiny. Like that is such a far stretch.
Yeah. People like to. I don't know. I think people just like having like hot takes, and I don't understand why. Like I mean, like I'm not opposed to hot takes. But... I'm fine with hot takes. I just don't understand why people like them so much. I don't understand why they like to have them. Like I myself, I like literally don't tell people what I think because I don't want to defend it. If you do a hot take, that is all that you're doing. that is all.
Yeah,
you're doing.
you just want people to argue with you, and
yeah, like. Well, I mean, maybe you actually like think that way, but like if you actually like start spreading your hot take, like it's like the only way that you can think, then it's like all you're doing all day is defending that take. It's like I would actually hate that. I don't understand what people like so much about it.
Yeah, so for me personally, I thoroughly enjoyed Lightfall.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed the gameplay. It was a lot of fun. The storytelling was okay. It was mostly a single character named Nimbus that kind of killed it. Nimbus, for example. So, in Lightfall, we fight a Cabal leader named Callus. Yeah. Callus is the father to our Alliance Cabal leader, Keitel.
Okay.
So, we're in an alliance with Keitel. She's in charge of... We're just going to call him the Blue Legion, because I don't actually remember what her legion is called.
Yeah, Blue Legion.
Because I think it's been mentioned once and not any time soon.
Well,
so
it's called Blue Legion, like you just told me. So.
We're just gonna call it Blue Legion, yeah. So, Keitel and her Blue Legion, we all go to... Oh my word. Neptune. That's the planet.
Okay.
We go to Neptune to intercept the Witness and Callus's Shadow Legion.
Ooh.
From
Legion.
taking this thing... No, they're purple.
No,
oddly enough.
No,
but,
I don't agree.
But the big thing about the Shadow Legion is that they had this like new technology where they had like this thing on their back, and every time they die, they would drop it and it would make a shield. But the big thing that they were after that was on Neptune,
oh my god,
was a thing called the Veil.
Yeah.
The Veil was housed in the middle of a city called Neomuna, which introduced a new race of characters. Not necessarily ones that we fought, but more ones like to be allied with.
Yeah.
They were called the... Oh my word, why did my brain break? Cloud Striders, that's what they were called. They were these really tall creatures. So like the Guardians that you play as were just average-sized humans, roughly. Like, we're just like... I can't remember our exact height, but it's just something around that. We're just average-sized humans. The Cabal are about, like, maybe a foot taller than us for the average enemy, and Keitel is about double the size, if not triple the size of us, and Callus is about quadruple the size.
Yeah.
So they can get pretty big.
Okay.
But the main thing is that they're just slightly bigger, whereas the Cloud Striders were taller than Keitel, and about as big as Callus.
Yeah.
So they were fairly sized. As far as we were aware, there were like, I guess they're... Okay, so I don't know their exact species name, because all of them have their own species name. Like, the Cabal, I think that's just their, like, Legion name. I think they have, an actual species name, but I can't remember what they're called, because they're only addressed as Cabal.
Yeah.
I think the only one that's actually addressed by their, like, species name is maybe the Fallen, which is the Elixni. But I think that's the only one that's generally, like, straightforward. But the big thing about the Cloud Striders is that they weren't necessarily bad characters. They were just funny looking.
Yeah.
So like we have all of these like sci-fi war like things, and then like it doesn't necessarily go off the script, but it is weird from all of the other art styles. So we have all of these different characters that at least look somewhat military, and then we have these guys who are like half. It's not even like half man, half machine. It's like a liquid metal that half of their body's covered in, and then the other half is just like bare skin. And then like they have like some areas covered in cloth. They're just generally weird looking, and they have like this weird techno voice.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of weird. And I wasn't completely opposed to it. What the heck just fast travel basically. But
yeah. I was like, I don't really want to run there, and I think that since these guys are like so like high level, they give enough like coin per like kill that it might actually just be worth it to fast travel each time.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be. Because these guys do a decent bit here.
So the funniest bit about the Cloud Striders is that one of them, named Roland, I think his name was Roland? It was something along those lines. But basically, he dies about halfway through the campaign.
He dies?
And he dies. He sacrifices himself to take care of this like light suppressant field that we can't break ourselves.
White team.
So he gives him... No. No, we siphon a power called the light to be able to use our abilities. Don't you dare call us white team.
Are you talking about white power?
No! Dude, you're streaming!
Sorry.
Anyway. But... Oh my word. The, So we can't break it because it literally suppresses our light powers, and the only power that we could use to break it was Strand, and every time we use Strand, we get severely exhausted because it's a real, like, it's straining us. And we were too exhausted to be able to siphon power again and do it without dying. So, Roland, I guess, is what we're just gonna call him because I can't ever remember his name. But he's just like, alright then, I guess I'll just do it myself, and he blows himself up, taking it with him.
Okay.
Which was the biggest one, so that kind of just rendered all of the others useless. So...
Yeah.
Then we just have that. Then we go on, we learn Strand, yada yada yada. That's not the point I'm making. At the very end, Nimbus has always been like a light-headed, jolly person, and that's okay. We had a character like that, his name was Cade. However, when he needed to get serious, he got serious.
Yeah.
While also being silly, but it wasn't like a bad, like, silly serious. It was still serious, but it wasn't bad silly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But Nimbus completely was the complete opposite. Like, I kid you not, this is the main line that kind of stuck with me forever, was, like, he'd make these corny jokes, and the biggest one was, like, at the very end, when we do eventually kill Callus, the first thing he says to us in the cutscene is the uglier they are, the harder they fall. And it's not, and it wouldn't be like a huge thing, but I'm gonna say this right now, he wasn't talking to us.
Okay.
You wanna know who he was talking to? Keitel.
Bruh.
He walks up to Keitel, says that line, and reaches up for a high five. Now, like I said, Keitel is this man's daughter.
That's wild.
So she just watches us shoot Callus in the face. First response: the uglier they are, the harder they fall, right?
What is bro up to? What is he doing?
Yeah. It was so dumb. Everyone was like, we like Nimbus, but we also hate Nimbus. Because, like, you can't really be mad at Nimbus. Because he didn't really do anything wrong, but you don't really like him.
Yeah.
Because you can't really like him.
yeah. I don't know, I like him. Didn't you say, wait, who destroyed white power?
No. Stop. No, it only suppressed it.
So wait. Okay. So you're saying, like, kind of made it like more like an equal playing field?
it was always an equal playing field.
No, but like not with white
It just
power.
made it less level.
I'm just trying to make you. I'm just trying to weird you
You're-
out, but I'm actually gonna
you're
dig myself a
Speed
hole.
running a band, dude. You're speed running a band.
Yeah, I'm trying to weird you out, but now I'm actually kind of getting like kind of awkward myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm done with
I
that
feel
joke. I'm done
Dude,
with
I'm
that
I'm
joke.
gonna be. We're gonna be continuing to talk, and I just see your stream go dark, and then sorry, this video is no longer available,
Yeah, yeah,
and like a notification that your account has been terminated.
yeah. I think I'm done with that joke. I don't really like that joke anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fair enough. But the so the big thing, like I said, Lightfall wasn't a bad campaign. It definitely could have been better, but the general idea was all right.
Yeah,
However, like a lot of people regarding Final Shape, which is the one that followed it,
yeah,
was a huge success, like just for Bungie and for the community. Because from what I heard, I don't think I could have heard a single negative thing about Final Shape. As far as I'm aware, everybody loved that one. Like, Final Shape was, quote, the best DLC they ever released in the last 10 years. Which is kind of sad, because I'm pretty sure the game came out in 2014. So, yeah, not a great reputation. They do have a lot of really good DLCs,
yeah.
but that one was a really good one. There was a lot of, like, you could just feel everything. Like, you could relate to the characters, you could feel the atmosphere. Like, you wouldn't even have to, like, listen in on half the dialogue. You could just get the point across
Yeah.
by just reading the room.
Yeah, let's check my skill
Like, in
tree.
Final Shape, we had a old character come back. His name was Cade. Everybody loves Cade.
Yeah.
Like, he was... the big thing about Cade is that when he came back, everyone was like, wait, how in the world did he come back? That's not right. He died. But then later on, about... like, in the third mission, I think it was, it actually explained why Cade was back. It was like, maybe the Traveler brought him back. And then it was like, okay, I guess. And then the quote, what comes from the light returns the light. So it was like, okay, that makes sense. But the huge speculation is that it was actually Riven, who is which is from a certain species called our Wish Dragon. Basically, you wish for something, but it gives you, like, a major consequence. It's kind of like the Monkey's Paw game.
Yeah.
So, but it'll usually, like, read with your deepest, like, regret or desire and, like, twist it horribly. Like,
Yeah.
like, sometimes it can get so bad that, like, they don't, like, like, Guardians have been known to just off themselves because of the wish they made. So, Crow, who was originally Uldren Sov, who was Cade's killer,
Is that
he
the
was
guy you
he was
based your
revealed.
character off of?
Not necessarily based off of. I didn't even realize I based his name off of the other character until after I played Destiny again,
Yeah.
not too long later. It was like, I'm gonna name this guy Uldren. Why does Uldren sound oddly familiar? And then I started playing Destiny again, and then when Crow came back up into a conversation that I had with a friend, and then Uldren Sov came up, it was like, oh, wait a minute, that's this. Oh, I understand it now.
Yeah.
And it actually made me really debate a name change for the character.
No, I mean, I
'Cause
think
it was like,
I
I don't-
think Aldrin Drawl is like an actual like. I think it's better than like Aldrin Sov or whatever his name is. I think that sounds cooler. You know?
Well, I like Uldren Sov, but I didn't want to like have the same name as anybody else because it was just like, well, the original plan was to post it on YouTube eventually,
Yeah.
and I didn't want like Bungie coming after me.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't think they
wouldn't
would.
dare. They wouldn't dare. Not while
I don't think it would is like a wouldn't dare.
They wouldn't
Also,
dare.
hush. Anyway, but funny story about Destiny and like going after people for their things. Destiny didn't actually go after someone. Someone went after Destiny for supposedly stealing the concepts of Destiny 2 Red War and Curse of Osiris,
Yeah.
which are two DLCs. One of them, both were based at the very early stages of Destiny 2. Red War started in Destiny 1 and then ended in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And like, they just now filed the lawsuit. Like, 12 years later after the events, well, not 12 years, I'm not going to say 12 years, but about like 6 years later after all of that goes down, they're now filing a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Which I think is really funny. They're like, well, we have this legion called the Red Legion and all these other like things, and it's just like, there's absolutely no way that they're now filing the lawsuit. Because, like, Red War was a huge thing. It wasn't like it was like he just now discovered it. Like, Destiny 2 Red War was big.
Yeah, yeah. It is just it's crazy to wait that long.
Like,
yeah.
Destiny 1 was a hit game. Like, everyone loved Destiny 1, like, from start to finish. Destiny 2 was when it started getting skeptical, but Red War was, like, one of the biggest, like, sellers. Because, like, Destiny 2 started off with Red War. So, like, when you started off Destiny 2, the first thing you were thrown into was Red War. Except for now when they removed it. But, like I said, like, a lot of their marketing and, like, trailers for Destiny 2 was just, like, continue the story of Red War. So it was, like, and it got so big. So it doesn't seem right to me. There's absolutely no way after, like, 7-ish years of Destiny 2 releasing, they're just now filing that lawsuit.
Yeah.
I can't.
I like the slurp.
Anyway.
I can't.
I lost my train of thought.
There's that slurp, dude. I'm telling you, it was too golden.
Yeah, there's slurp. The slurp threw me off. But what were we even talking about? Right, I think we were talking about Final Shape. But yeah, Destiny 2, like the recent, okay, ever since June, actually, which was almost a year ago. I'm surprised that Final Shape is almost a year old. There is no way. Dude, I remember being totally ready to hit up Final Shape on my birthday, because I want to say it was coming out like either 2 days prior or 2 days after. But I was totally ready for it.
Yeah.
Because it came out and I was hyped about it. So it was like, dude, Final Shape's gonna be the best birthday present ever.
Yeah.
But, anyway. So Final Shape, great DLC. As far as I'm aware, everybody loved it. Like, I checked the Steam reviews. There were, like, 6,000 reviews, all overwhelmingly positive.
Ooh, that's actually awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, out of a lot. And then Lightfall, funny enough, got overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah, ooh, okay.
Because
yeah,
apparently a lot more people hated the Lightfall concept.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought it was cool, but I mean, whatever. But like I said, it was probably the storytelling that was a little bit iffy, because it was a little bit weird and kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was like build up to like we discover Neomuna, just prior. I don't even remember what was just prior. I think we were working with something along the lines of doing something along the lines of the Hive, and then literally the day drops, and then first thing we see, new legion comes out of nowhere. The Witness traps the Traveler. Then we discover a new planet called Neptune. Then we discover a city called Neomuna. Then we discover there's a whole new city with living people. Then we discover Strand. Then we kill Callus. There's just like so much that happens within a short amount of time. It wasn't like spread out or like gradually built. It just kind of all happened.
It sounds
So
also
it was
like a lot of and then story not telling, not like because of this happens, right?
Oh no, absolutely. So like it was actually foreshadowed that the Witness was gonna win that battle. So he was after a thing called the Veil. He seizes it by using our ghosts. At the beginning of Lightfall, when we're trying to keep him away from the area of the Veil, they don't know where the Veil is. They're just getting to the building they know it's at. So they're like they have seized the location around the Veil. And when we were out there, we actually see our ghost get taken over by the Witness temporarily and then communicate with Callus, and then he just kind of snaps back to reality. This is later. It's foreshadowing, like, the ending to how this plays out. So, like, at the end, we kill Callus. He takes over the ghost again, communes with the veil, and then uses it to enter the traveler at the very end of Lightfall. And then at that point, then we gradually build up to how we're supposed to chase him down. I don't remember what the next 3 seasons were about, but supposedly they were all build up, like trying to figure out a new way to follow the witness into the traveler. I think the only one that I actually was able to play was Season of the Wish, which was a huge thing where we revived the last Ahamkara, which is the Wish Dragon thing. And we're like, we want to make one more wish to follow the witness into the veil. And it's like, I don't feel like doing that. You kind of killed me. And there's not many of us left. So, you do me a favor, I'll do you a favor. How does that sound? And then we're like, okay, what's the favor? And it's like, all right, so go get all of my eggs and don't kill them. Preserve them. Make sure they hatch. If they don't, you're not getting your wish. So, and by the way, the wish dragons are insanely difficult. They almost wiped out an entire kingdom and planet once. And I don't even remember how it played out, but basically they went extinct and just ended up barely winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was just basically saying, like, retrieve like 20 of my eggs and make sure they all hatch, and I'll give you your wish. So, yeah, that was fun. As far as I don't think I ever got around to finishing it.
Yeah. I
don't think I got to finish it before Final Shape came out. But as far as I'm aware, we secured the eggs. They're bound to hatch at some point. And then she finally gave the wish to Uldren, or Crow.
So you keep going like, we secured the eggs, and we did this. Is this like a very community-based thing? How do they know how the story goes with the community?
So when it comes to the story, you just kind of have the only way that you can actually tell is that like at the start of any new DLC, like major DLC, they will give you a few missions to do so that you know what's going on, and then that's about it. You got to pay to play the rest. But usually you could just sum it up with a YouTube video. But when it comes to seasons, it doesn't really tell you. It'll give you actually, when a season or DLC is released, it will give a description of what happens in said season or DLC.
Okay.
So there's that. So like, even if you don't own any of them, you at least get to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But basically, Season of the Wish, we revive Riven's spirit, and they're just like, I want you to go retrieve my eggs from the depths of the... what was the place called? We're just going to call it the Awoken Kingdom, because I can't ever remember places. But, dive into the depths of the Awoken Kingdom, find all my eggs, retrieve them, make sure they're all safe, and then I will grant you your wish. And we were like, okay, fine. So, we do that. We retrieve Riven's eggs, and she finally gives us the wish that we were looking for, and she gives it to... the what's-his-face? Crow. Crow or Uldren Saw, the killer of Cade. So what he wished for was to chase down the Traveler, and from what I'm aware, she granted the wish, so he was able to enter the Traveler, but it was actually Riven that brought Cade back, because apparently it lingered in the back of his mind that he had to make up for killing Cade. Like, he had to prove to everybody... Like, he had to make it up to everybody, too, because since he was the one who killed Cade, and a lot of people had mixed feelings about him, he felt like he needed to make it up to everybody. Like, kind of like, I'm sorry that I did this. Yeah. I'm a different person now. I don't want to be this way. And that's what revived Cade. And in the end, Cade himself actually ended up forgiving him, and actually giving him the role of Hunter Vanguard.
Ooh. Okay.
Which was huge, because there's at least one class in the Vanguard title. So there's Titan Vanguard, Warlock Vanguard, and Hunter Vanguard.
Yeah.
And Crow assumed that when Cade died, oh my... Why can't I remember names right now?
Just call them all Uldren.
Zavala.
You can do...
It wasn't Uldren.
Uldren 1 and
I was talking about a
Uldren 2.
different... Uldren 1, Uldren 2, and Uldren 3. But, when Cade died, Zavala took that role as Titan Vanguard until they found a replacement for Hunter Vanguard. Yeah. So, like, to assume positions in Vanguard, you gotta, like, do this, like, whole process. I can't remember what the process is. But it's fun. Let's go. Says... What was... Whatever his name was.
Wait. Is there actually a chatter? Give me a second.
No, it was the NPC you talked to.
Oh, you're like, let's go, says blah blah blah, and I'm always used to like someone saying that, and I like forgot to read someone's chat. I will cry if someone types in chat and I don't see it, by the way. So
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, you'll see me sobbing. I'll end stream so that nobody has to listen to it, but yeah, I'll go, frick, all
Lol.
of you guys, and then I'll end stream right there.
Yeez, dude.
Yeah, I get a little bit mad.
Valid.
I don't accept
But,
anything less than perfection.
So that was like the big thing when it came to Final Shape. So it was like that big reveal was that's the reason why he's back. It was like, well, it immediately got sad
Yeah.
instead of anything else. And as time went on, it got even more sad. And Zavala lost his ghost because he was being naive. Even though he was technically right, he ended up losing his ghost in the process. So he's now lightless, and we have a new ghost that died. So big sad.
Yeah.
Cade dies again. But to bring back our ghost, because our ghost also died.
It is
Because
kinda,
gosh dang, they can't stop killing ghosts.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy how many people just die and come back.
Well, so the reason why our ghost comes back is because Cade gave his life to bring our ghost back. Because by technicality and lore-wise, I'm not gonna say like if we were the only player, our character would have been the person who our person would have been the only person who was able to stop the witness.
Yeah.
Because in the end, the Guardian is the one who kills them. But since there's so many player Guardians, I don't like to think of it like, I'm the one who killed the witness. It's just like, yeah, the Guardian killed the witness, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the Guardian ends up... The basic idea is the Guardian's the main character.
Yeah.
And without our light, we wouldn't be able to continue defending humanity if anything worse came about, which it's kind of hard to beat the literal embodiment of darkness, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, like, who knows? It could be Inferno. I'm next.
It could be.
This is a warning.
Or it could be my arson loadout.
Yeah, you come back. He's gotten too powerful, guys. This DLC is about
Dude,
taking Psycho Gaming down a notch.
It's actually Smonkle now. Anyway.
Schmonkle? You got it down?
Smonkle.
It's not Smonkle, it's Schmonkle. Say it. Chat.
No, it's Smonkle.
Schmonkle.
No, it's Smonkle.
Okay, chat.
There's literally nobody in chat.
Chat. Schmonkle.
Anyways. But the
Oh, frick, my stuff's down there. I don't have autocollect, so anytime it says, hey, you got this stuff, I've actually got to, like, manually search it out down there, or it despawns, so I got to get down there quick.
Who the heck just said I think I might have rock poisoning?
Huh? That's because they heard
Hold
you
on.
say Smonkle instead of Schmonkle.
Me corrects people by saying my name is Smonkle, even though it's technically correct, immediately gets rock poisoning.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What even is rock poisoning?
Sad. Where did I get the
Well,
thing
then
at?
I've had rock poisoning for the last, like, what, 10 years?
I feel like I had it somewhere. Frick. I lost it. That could have been money.
Had what?
So it said I dropped a couple of items in chat, and I was like looking for them because I only have a certain amount of time and then they despawn. But it looks like I got killed right before I could get them. It was 2 of them back to back too.
Mm.
Frick.
Interesting.
There we go. These guys don't like me that much. I do like these ice walkers because you can definitely tell like how that's one. Okay, I got it.
Like, they're powerful.
They're powerful, but you can
like-
tell how much like stronger you're getting with them. Like with the armor, I can survive. Like I used to get 1 shot with them. I can survive 2 shots and I die in the 3rd.
Yeah,
And I almost have the full set
That
of
is nice,
glassite armor. All I need is the glassite boots.
that is pretty neat. So, really... Oh, shoot, hold on. I might be being summoned. Oh, okay, never mind.
I believe in you.
I was just making plans with somebody to do a dungeon later to actually get a funny gun.
Funny gun?
What did you even die to? Yeah, so
That was lag.
they added this new dungeon called, well, I mean, yeah, but where was he?
So whenever they lag, there could be like one that was up above that lagged down.
That's fun. So, really funny, so with the release of Final Shape, since I got the annual pass, that means I get the dungeon key every season after Final Shape and the Final Shape, and just a bunch of extra bonus items, but whatever. The main thing is that I got the dungeon key. The dungeon key allows me to play any dungeon that releases after Final Shape. That is so far 2. There's Vesper's Host, which is a more technological themed one, and then we got this one called Sunder Doctrine, which is a post Final Shape thing. And when I say Final Shape, oh shoot, my tooth is feeling weird. You know that weird, I hate that.
I hate.
You know
this
that
guy.
weird
I hate
feeling
this
that your
guy
teeth
so much.
get when you bite into ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that. It sucks.
Yeah, no, that's
Sucks
not
so
fun.
bad.
That is not fun.
But so the reason why the DLC is called the Final Shape is because the Witness, his end goal was to make the Final Shape, which is just basically everything in his perfect image.
Oh.
Which is everything,
I thought it was,
basically
like, a
nothing
circle or
lives.
something.
Yeah, that was the huge meme, is that like the Final Shape is just like a triangle or something.
Really? That's a meme. That'd actually be
That was a huge meme until we actually learned what it was, because until the Final Shape, we didn't actually know what it meant.
That is actually
As far
kinda
as we
funny.
were aware, he just liked circles or something. Especially, it made it even funnier because when he was talking about the Final Shape in Lightfall, at the very end of Lightfall, he just makes a little pink Dorito-like thing at the front of the Traveler, and then we called that was the Final Shape. Like, yo, the Traveler got early access to the Final Shape.
That is actually awesome.
It was just a huge meme, and then we actually learned what the Final Shape was, and it was actually like, oh well, wow, okay. But yeah, so the armor set that you get is Final Shape themed. The guns that you get is also Final Shape themed. It just looks really effed up.
Yeah.
So imagine so the idea of the Final Shape, just imagine, actually, this is the perfect way to describe it. Imagine you're in Minecraft and you load into a world, but every chunk is literally randomized, and 9 times out of 10, there's not even a chunk there. It's just gone.
Okay.
And then when it
Minecraft.
actually comes in, pretty much. And the other half of the Final Shape is actual man-made things that are warped and are just made out of random blocks. But in specific strips, I guess? I'm gonna have to show you some images so you understand a little bit better, but it's weird looking. But, so... where was I going with this? I was talking about... oh, right. So Sunder Doctrine, has a exotic that I really want to get. It's like the only dungeon exotic that I'm actually thoroughly interested in.
Yeah.
This exotic is I think it's called Finality. Yeah, Finality's Auger. It's a linear fusion rifle, so it's a heavy weapon. But I bet I can make it really good with Warlocks specifically. The reason why is because its exotic perk is that it spawns a turret. And it's not like, so like Warlocks can spawn a variety of turrets. A lot of them do primary ammo damage. Like there's an arc turret that does like about 1,000 damage per hit, which isn't great because most assault rifles do about like 1.5 thousand damage at minimum, if I remember correctly. So it's not anything crazy, but it is nice to have. Especially also since it can inflict jolt.
Yeah.
Which is another arc debuff. But the biggest thing about Finality's Auger is that this turret can be positioned anywhere you can see. If you can see it, that turret can be set up in that spot, even if that spot is the sky.
Yeah.
It'll just spawn there. And the crazy thing about this is that it doesn't do 1,000 damage. It does 100,000.
100,000?
Roughly.
Oh my gosh.
It has the power. The turret itself is basically the heavy weapon.
Yeah.
And you can still shoot the linear fusion normally. So you're basically having 2 heavy attacks in one.
Mhm.
And not to mention that that its shots are explosive.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have a linear fusion that can spawn a turret anywhere you can see,
Great.
fires explosive fusion rounds,
Yeah.
while you yourself can also fire fusion rounds.
Okay.
Pretty
the math.
effing
Wait.
dope.
I need about 800. 800 more would be 10 per 400. Okay. I need 20 more Ice Walkers, and then I've got it. Okay. Is that real? 20 times 40 is... Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
20,
So-
40, yeah, 600. Wait,
Your math
right?
is wrong here.
Oh, you're right. Oh my word. Now I sound like an idiot. Gosh dang it.
It's okay. It's okay.
800.
Yeah.
800. Oh my word, I feel so stupid.
You are not stupid. You're not stupid. You're good.
That. Oh my word.
You would not believe how much of a headache I have right now. Like, actually. I'm kind of I'm just so glad that school's like done for the week. I've got prom tomorrow,
Oh, that
which
is
is
nice.
I do have to worry about that, but I'm trying to. So I've got a problem. Sorry, I've got a problem. I get
What's your
stressed out about everything. Okay, so especially if it's like
Okay.
something like an event, like an entire day long event like prom, because prom's just a dance, right? But before then, you go and you hang out with your girlfriend all day until you go out to get pictures, and then you go out to go get like an actual meal at a restaurant, like a fancy one. And you're going to like Joplin, which I don't like to drive in, and then you go to prom, and then there's like a promenade where you have to walk out in front of everyone. It's a whole lot of stuff that kind of like feels like an entire day's worth of crap, and so stresses me out a whole lot. That's my main thing. I'm trying to just go with the flow because I think I can have fun if I just kind of don't let myself think of it like that. But we will see how well that works out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a huge issue that I had once too. With I think an old girlfriend of mine wanted to introduce me to someone, and I can't remember who that person was. It wasn't their parents. It was somebody else. But
Yeah. Oh my God.
But like me personally, I'm very stressed out about meeting people.
Yeah.
I wasn't big on it. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
still like talking to people that I know. Like, talking to people that I know is not hard at all. Talking to new people is the hard bit.
Yeah.
So talking to the new person was fairly rough. And the funny thing is about the relationship that I had is that the reason why we got together is because someone more hooked us up than anything.
Okay.
Like, they were someone else's friend originally. They wanted to hang out more, like, as a group, and it just became this thing. And then I was told that she liked me. She eventually asked me out, which was weird to me. So, wait, no. No, I had that backwards.
Okay.
The friend told me that she liked me,
Of course.
and then I went, after I realized that that I was willing to give her a shot, I asked her out. Yeah, that's how it went.
Okay.
Maybe it's been years, man. I can't ever remember. I want to say that's how it went, but big thing. Basically, in the end, it didn't work out. It doesn't matter. But yeah, she wanted to introduce me to somebody. I think it was one of her really close friends. That friend apparently didn't like me too much for whatever reason.
Oh, that has to stress you
And
out way more. Yeah. Like,
It wa-
if it doesn't go.
It was
well-
like
Oh.
it was like the second they met me, they were like, "I'm not sure about this guy. I'm not. It's something about his face. It just isn't
Bruh.
right." It's like,
Bruh.
okay,
How are you supposed to
That was-
fix that? What do you even mean?
I think it was more of like a feeling thing rather than like he's ugly.
I
Because they
know,
said
but
that like
if it's like a feature, like a facial feature, like if they're just talking about your face.
no, I don't
like,
think. No, it wasn't like an attractiveness thing. It was just like they, like, you know when
That-
when
that-
someone's
but my-
lying, sometimes you can read it in their eyes.
Oh yeah, like your mannerisms.
I think that's what she was talking about. Like something felt off.
I still don't think. I mean, I guess you can do that. You can do that where you're like, hey, this person doesn't feel right. And that's fine. I just think it's wild to base
but it was a
everything
lot
off
more.
of that.
It was a lot more stressful because I knew that she knew her friend a lot longer, so I thought it was gonna affect something. But then eventually the friend grew on me. So no, I grew on the friend, and she actually ended up liking me as a person more.
Yeah.
It was just more of a thing that was like, oh well, this is fun.
It's crazy to let like your like. I don't like it that people like actually just do that, where they base everything off of like initial
looks.
Like yeah, it's not just like again, it's not like what you were. It's like oh my gosh, like you're saying, it's not like that they're trying to be like, hey, he's not attractive, I don't like him. It's like more about like base everything on mannerisms. It's like, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people just don't know that they're doing the thing that you're actually like weirded out by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I about have another set of armor. It's actually crazy.
Alright, so the mod pack has been downloaded. I just wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so deceased craft.
Allow.
Do not update it.
And then, yeah, no updates. Just add.
Just add essentials.
Essentials.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
add more content.
And then load in and see if it works. Because I think the only possible thing that we did differently was what I just told you.
Alright, downloading essentials. It's there. Exit, play. Let's see if this works. But yeah, it was just a really weird thing. It was like, I don't know what you're reading about me that feels off. I just want a relationship to work, and I'm giving her a shot, and I'm growing on her. It was like, I liked her as a person. It wasn't like I was growing. It wasn't me being in a relationship to be in a relationship. I thought she was pretty. I liked her as a person, so it was like, I'm gonna give it a shot, even though I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm gonna give it a go, and it honestly ended up being one of the best relationships I've have had.
That's actually
there we go.
really
That's
nice.
English.
Yeah.
It was one of the better relationships I've had, but it didn't end well, is all I can say.
Yeah.
It definitely, because of it being better, it ended.
What's a good ending to a relationship in your eyes? Because I don't think
marriage.
No, ending. That's not an ending to a relationship.
Death.
Okay, well I can take that many ways, Sai, and one of them's not so good.
Death after marriage.
Okay.
We die of old age. That's the good ending.
Okay, but my point is, like you're saying,
okay, so immediate
it
good news,
doesn't end
I'm
well.
seeing the city background.
Oh yes, that's good. Okay, and then if you try it, you should spawn next to or close to a city. But my point, Sai, is that all relationships aren't going to end well unless you get to that, and there's only going to be one relationship that ends that way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, I find it a good ending if we just end off on good terms. Like, hey, this isn't working out. I'd rather just. I think we should see other people, and we're just kind of like both neutral on that. It's just like.
Yeah.
Like you kind of let each other know that something doesn't feel right, and it just gradually goes away, rather than just you wake up one day and it just stops. That's how it ended with that girl. It just everything seemed to be going all right. I went on a trip to see my dad for a while. I came back, and we didn't hang out for about a week, even though I don't know why she wasn't doing it. We were just kind of chilling. Okay, so good news. I did spawn in a city this time.
Ooh, yes. Okay, you were not
so
getting
it should be
cities
working
last time, so it is working. We can play.
It is now working.
I've got 6 more minutes, and then we can.
You've
play
encountered a horde building. Zombies are showing up rapidly. I just spawned in.
Okay. So here's the first thing you got to understand. It is not saying you have encountered a horde that is building. You have encountered a horde building. Certain buildings have hordes that spawn when you go near them. Okay, so what you want to do, this is what I actually kind of like. And
I guess I'm not actually in survival, so it doesn't matter.
What I think is interesting and I don't think this was intentional, is that effect makes it where you actually want to use the roads. Because the roads aren't close enough to activate those hordes. So when you're going through a city, you only want to loot the buildings that you actually want to go into, right? Again, certain buildings have certain loot. So you want to, like, prioritize certain buildings that you go into because some of them will spawn hordes and you're going to need to run.
The sword animations are so weird looking.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
So the good thing about the sword animations is you can spam. Like, you can spam and it won't let you keep on spamming. It'll only do it once the cooldown's done. So I don't have to, try and strategize here. I can just kind of, like, be weird to the zombies. The zombies, though, they are difficult. That first day, the only zombies you'll see are the hordes. After that, you're going to have problems. Like, serious problems. It's going to be tough. We're probably going to restart in a different world once you are,
Oh, no, I'm not playing in this one. I set it as creative just to see if this would work.
Oh, it's all, if you have the city, it's all working.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so what is this building? What did I even come across? What is this meant to be? What is this?
Okay, so it is
I
very
don't
hard
know
to
what
tell.
I'm looking at.
It is very hard to tell what everything is. The ones that I would recommend looking into, and I don't know what the names are, but this is basically like a like convenience store is one of them, right? And then there's a bank.
I think I found a
type
police station.
Ooh, police station. I don't know what's in that. Check it. Maybe guns?
An STI P45, 45 ACP type gun.
Oh my gosh, guns? I haven't
Police
I haven't
armor
got
and
a
a
gun.
dagger.
I haven't got a gun. If you come across a police station, we are going to that directly. Get that stuff. Like honestly, yes, guns are great. You're gonna run out of ammo pretty quick.
Dude,
but
the guns in this feel phenomenal.
I have
Like the aim down sights is great. The firing is awesome.
There's
okay, so some of the weirder okay, so the variant zombies, you will have to aim as if you were aiming at a normal zombie because it's just
yeah, it won't shoot right if you don't.
because its model is a bit effed up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my word, the reload is also sick. Dude, you can actually watch yourself swap out the magazine and do all of these different things. That is insane.
Yeah. It's all really, really nice.
Okay, sneak is going to be C, sprint, shift.
Alright, I'm gonna mute you so I can run down stream. I know no one's watching, but I like to do it for the VOD, so I'll be right back.
No, that's fair. Go for it.
Alright, so, chat, we are done with this stream. Sai's making me really want to play that game, so we're gonna end it off 3 minutes early. It's not really that much earlier. I had fun. I hope that we get more people in here next time, but we'll keep on streaming anyway. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Hey, wait, if you are watching the VOD, go check out my video, the Skyblock series, episode 1. I just got that out. Go do that.